The Southside Historical Village was established in 1995 and is located at the Hookstown Fairgrounds in Hookstown, Pennsylvania. Their mission is to collect, preserve, and interpret early American life. The association displays artifacts, presents tours, festivals, and educational programs. The village began with a donation of the Mercer one-room schoolhouse. Volunteers relocated and restored the schoolhouse, and now it is used for presentations and tours. Docents explain the history of the schoolhouse, the village, and the local community, which includes the Indian story. This building was relocated to the village and restored as an 1880s blacksmith shop. Demonstrations are conducted explaining the importance of a blacksmith in early years and the items he would make. Instructors also explain the use of tools and basic blacksmith techniques. Once a corn crib, this now walk-through covered bridge holds a cache of surprises. The Chapman oil derrick has been erected, and one of the newest projects is the Nelson's Doctor's Office. It was recently relocated to the village, and volunteers are presently restoring the office. It was used for practice locally during the early 1900s until the 1950s and will display medical artifacts. After a lot of hard work relocating and restoring the Johnson log cabin, it was dedicated during the Hookstown Fair. Volunteers dress in period-time clothing and demonstrate making textiles and show how they were used. During monthly open house events, they also cook using open hearth techniques. The newest and biggest building at the village is the First Energy Glen Barn. It is a bank barn dated 1858 and was located only a few miles from the village. The Southside Historical Village hired Amish contractors to disassemble, relocate, restore, and reassemble the barn onto a new foundation. This type of barn, which has a timber frame with hewn logs and joined with wooden pegs, is disappearing from the American landscape at an alarming rate. Some organizations have referred to the loss of these barns as a crisis in America. The Historical Village wants to preserve an American icon and use it to showcase historical and agricultural-related artifacts. The village continues to grow and evolve from static displays into a working village. Here is the president of the village, Bob Rupert, with some closing comments.
My main intent as a president is to make sure that we follow three major things. And one of them is tourism, the second one is education, and the next one is community. And if we can follow those three things, I think it will progress like it has this past year. Bill Mercer had a vision years ago, and he got us started with the school and a few other things. But now what I'm looking at now is a use for the facilities. And that use comes in education for the first one, and community and tourism. Obviously people want to come and actually view and experience what it was like 100 years ago. You can come and have the experience totally in this style of a village. It's almost like going to Williamsburg, but it's in your own backyard. We're trying to involve Southside School now with senior class projects to do our websites and many other groups as we progress forward, so that we have all the trades represented in the village. So hopefully we have metals, we have education now. There'll probably be fabric in the Johnson building. The doctor's office will obviously be a doctor's office, and we'd like to see clay, glass, and a few other trades represented, wood, in the village, and have organizations work in those trades. So that's kind of our vision, at least it is my vision, to see that happen. And I'm trying to persuade the rest of us to look at those visions, to have garden clubs come here and put in herb gardens and for those things to happen. Have high teas here, and it could be a focal point for the community. So that's our vision. I hope you have an opportunity to come and visit. We're not asking you to actually do anything, but if you do visit, you may find something that you're interested in here that you may want to participate in the future. So there you have it, our sort of walkthrough of the Southside Historic Village Association's working village. And thank you so much for viewing this video.